Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. We're taking a look at some of the Star Citizen Alpha 3.9 updates with Lorville, that expanding city, hugely more highly detailed. There's this new city tech, it's really pretty. We're going to look at the prettiness of it, and we also have a further statement from Cloud Imperium Games about the recent 3.18.2 and XenoThreat issues. So, we had inside Star Citizen Lorville, Star Citizen Alpha 3.19 has a major city update to Hurston, and its city there, Lorville. We're going to have a lot of Lorville beauty shots here, while also going over a summary of some of the changes and dev info that Cloud Imperium Games have given us. So, Lorville is an oppressive city run by Hurston Dynamics, and Cloud Imperium Games wanted to capture that. It's dirty, it's industrial, it's smoggy. It has all the facilities you'd expect from apartments where you spawn, from hospitals and shops to a big transit system, and also areas where you can get missions. The update in 3.19 makes the city much bigger and more highly detailed. So it's bigger both vertically and horizontally. You've still got the same old parts there as well though. So you've got the spaceport, you've got the transit hub, you've got the L19 residential area, you've got the central business district. These areas haven't really changed, but they have moved around a bit. So those areas themselves and the internals of them, they were sort of up to the standard that Cloud Imperium wanted. What has changed is the cityscape and the parts between those areas. So the city itself has got a load bigger, even though those areas have moved around in it. So they've got these sort of digital banners and holograms and billboards throughout the city now. We've got mini districts, we've got wealthy ones, where the buildings have sort of gold cladding and are much taller and larger. You've got the lower down areas, the ground level, poorer industrial areas. Buildings in the new version can be significantly taller than they were previously. The city sprawls out as well to a much larger area with the industrial islands on the edge of the city. So these are sort of connected via pipelines to the main city, and these areas have a load of industrial activity going on. Factories, spinny things, forges, furnaces, pollution. You can see them from space as well at night. They've expanded out the color palette of the city a little, though kept it a bit mute because they want it to be oppressive and dusty. The lighting throughout the city now looks really fantastic, and it makes the city look really active with those furnaces burning and flashing and blinking lights, lit highways, windows, giant structures, and lots of small details throughout. But the idea here is to make the city feel like it's being used by its occupants. The city is huge and can be appreciated at a wide range of distances. It's highly detailed close up, but also if you're in space even. So from far away, very close, lots and lots of detail now. NPCs are more active moving around. The transit line has a load more to see when you're on it as well. So you're on that tram, you're moving through these sort of areas that you might not have seen before, or with a load of new sort of buildings and things to see. There is a thick layer of cloud or smog above the city as well, sort of adding to its oppressive nature, and also preventing sunlight from hitting the ground directly for the most part, at least around the city. The clouds and dust are just sort of too thick there. It's a kind of industrialized London feel. This atmosphere and lighting really makes the city look more 3D and adds the finishing touches to the location and its intended look. Yeah, I really think it looks amazing, and it's sort of been updated really well here. The new giant buildings and skyscrapers really expands the scale of the city vertically as well. They've lowered the restricted zone as well, so you can fly really close to the ground and in between all those mega structures. There are vast trenches for industry or transit that can also be flown around. These areas are potential racetracks. There is a load of interesting structures and areas to explore here. You can land on some of these buildings as well. You can see the city from Everest Station in orbit. I'm going to be spending a long time just flying around Lorville 2.0 in Alpha 3.19, just getting sort of pretty shots and all that sort of jazz. So yeah, when is this Lorville 2.0, this updated Lorville coming? Well, 3.19 and the Lorville update are expected by Fleet Week, if not before, which is pegged around the 19th/20th of May. So some point in May, we should be getting all that jazz. I'm really interested to know what you think about the treatment that city has got. There was also a thread, CIG Stop This Xeno Crap, where CIG Xylo commented on the recent issues, again with Alpha 3.18.2 and XenoThreat and the drama that went along with it. sort of adding to the recent statement they made, but adding a bit of context. In fact, let's just jump straight into it. We commented briefly on the delay interaction in our Monday blog, so I'll repost here and add some additional context below. Despite anticipating some turbulence during its initial release, we've always recognised the importance of persistent entity streaming, PES, as the most difficult and complex component of our efforts to enable server meshing. The engineering required for PES has been extensive, as it fundamentally alters how we record the state of the universe and introduces an unprecedented level of persistence that is unmatched by other games. We'd like to note that we're aware of the various issues that have popped up during XenoThreat, including the interaction delays, causing things like ASOP terminals, restocking, and general interactions to not function properly, as well as the issues related to desync. The team is currently collating and analysing the vast amount of data that they've received, thanks to your participation and the tremendous amount of traffic only possible on the live servers. While these issues can be a hindrance in the short term, they've also been necessary and an inevitable step in our ongoing process to develop and strengthen our back end for the big milestones ahead. Our team is committed to this and is very optimistic about the road ahead. The interaction delay issue is not solely caused by the XenoThreat event. Disabling the event would not be a quick fix, as the issue has existed prior to the event, as many of you have likely experienced. While disabling the event may provide temporary relief, it would only delay resolving the underlying problem. Our team is determined to address this issue comprehensively and promptly. The high traffic and ongoing XenoThreat event has increased the frequency of the delayed interaction, which has allowed our developers to observe and analyze the problem in real time. They are actively testing and implementing potential solutions and evaluating their effectiveness. This process is iterative, and our team is committed to pinpointing the root cause and resolving the issue. We appreciate your patience and understanding while we work towards a lasting solution. So yeah, the XenoThreat event that they're currently running as part of 3.18.2, which 3.18.2 was actually, in the few hours it went live before XenoThreat, seemed to be working really well. XenoThreat went live, bam, it caused load more problems with desync and all this other stuff, sort of making the game less than playable. A lot of people want that XenoThreat event turned off, but as Cloud Imperium said, look, we want to address the problems with it. That's the reason it's an alpha, effectively. We're putting XenoThreat out, we're getting all the data, we're going to address this issue and fix it, and the underlying cause for it, which is why we don't want to turn it off, because we want to get it done, rather than kick the can down the road again. A lot of people may still argue, why not just do this in a PTU? I think that they actually want the traffic on the live servers, and the live servers, as we know, are a slightly different beast from just the PTU, because when 3.18 was on the PTU, that was working fine, or at least in a pretty good state. When it went on the live servers, everything exploded and broke. Boom! That's it for your updates today. I'm interested to know what you think, though. What have your experiences with Alpha 3.18.2 and XenoThreat been like? Because I know a lot of people have actually had a great time with XenoThreat and 3.18.2, and obviously a lot of people have not. Are you looking forward to Alpha 3.19 and Fleet Week coming up pretty soon? What do you think of the Lorville updates and that expanding city? Are you keen to get Cloud Imperium working on Area 18 and ArcCorp and getting it updated to that sort of level as well? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Little Nord Riding Hood was on her way to Grandma's house. Upon arriving at her house, she called, "Grandma, are you home?" "Yes, dear. I'm on my laptop in bed." Upon seeing her grandma, she exclaimed, "Oh, Grandma, what long fingers you have." "Oh, the better to browse the internet, my dear." "Oh, Grandma, what powerful VPN protection you have." "Oh, the better to browse safely, my dear." "Oh, Grandma, what big eyes you have." "Oh, the better to enjoy my greater access to the sites I want to visit, my dear." "But seriously, get NordVPN or I will eat you." The moral of this story is that there are some great deals on NordVPN, and using it can improve your internet privacy, safety, and give you more access to the content you want to see. Get it from the links below. Every month we have a ship giveaway for April 2023. It's for a Drake Vulture, the light salvage ship. This will enable you to take to the stars, find wrecks and strip them, as well as craft some useful items with its onboard dispensary. It comes with lifetime insurance and a Star Citizen game package as well. All you need to get into the game, and all you have to do to be in for a chance of winning that, is comment on any of my videos made during April. Also, please bear in mind that there are scammers about in YouTube. If you see in the comments below someone trying to get you to go onto Telegram, or someone not using my main account, which is the account I'm making videos on now, then they are a scammer pretending to be me or someone else, and just be safe on YouTubes. If you would like to further support the channel, please consider subscribing. You can become a Patreon, you can use the YouTube join button as well. That goes an extra mile to help support us and enables us to produce Star Citizen content every day. And that's down to you guys helping support us, so genuinely, thank you from the bottom of my little BoredGamer heart.